Good morning, and welcome to the Verbal Nonsense Podcast. I am Joel,
And I am Todd. Okay.
and today we're bringing you a very special Christmas episode.
Spicy Christmas episode. This is going to be a really long one. It's about 3 hours long. I'm going to take one bite of my chicken, and then I'm going to leave, and Joel will entertain you for the rest of the duration.
Oh, you're funny.
You want to talk about what kind of chicken we have here today?
Well, I am using chicken tenders or chicken strips, whatever you want to call them. And the sauces we're using, one is a pineapple habanero sauce, which is about 32,000 Scovilles, if I remember right.
I'm all about this one. I like it.
And the second one is the garlic reaper sauce.
Pure
I
Satan.
don't I don't remember exactly how many Scovilles it is. All I do remember is it's over 100,000.
I believe it's in the billions. You want to
Um,
explain what Schofields are before, for anybody who may not know?
it is what they use to measure the heat of
The sun.
spice, spicy peppers. Your low end like Classico sauce is probably just like right around 1,200 Scovilles. The next step up is usually like right around a little over 2,000 Scovilles. So that give people an idea of where we're at on the spicy level. The mid
Enjoyable.
range
Yeah, mid range is, I
is
don't know.
usually about 30,000, and
My
then they have sauces that go in the millions.
yeah, I I'm honestly not really looking forward to this. Be honest with you, I am and I'm not. My spicy Schofield range is somewhere around mayonnaise, so this is going to be a lot. I'm already sweating, honestly, just thinking about it. I've got my plate sitting next to me, and he explained the two sauces. The habanero is pretty nice. I took a
They're
dip
both.
of that.
I've tasted both. They're both delicious, but the Reaper sauce is really hot. It's good. I like how they both taste. They're really tasty. But that color on the Reaper pepper really punches you in the face.
And what do you have to wash yours down with?
Pepsi. I am going to be drinking Pepsi.
I too have Pepsi. Thank you, Pepsi of West Plains, for supplying the Pepsi of today's show. They are not sponsored. We actually got it from work.
Yes. It was very nice of them to show up and hand everybody
Awesome.
2-liter bottles as Christmas gifts. They didn't have to
Absolutely.
do that.
No, but
No.
I'm enjoying some now. All right. Well, man, what do we get started with? I don't even know. I had a book
I'm
that
gonna.
my mother gave me, and I was planning on slapping out some
I
crazy,
am starting.
useless facts. You're
I'm gonna
starting.
start by. I'm starting. We're gonna do this. We gotta start.
Oh, we, we. If I remember right, the small ones on my plate are the spicy ones. Well, they're all spicy. I'm gonna go here. No, okay. Well, anyway. Oh God. So, like I was saying, there's this book my mother gave me, and this is terrible, full of useless facts. And I was planning on just I hate my life. This was a bad idea.
This was your idea
No, it was yours.
originally,
Mm-hmm.
but you turned
Mm-hmm.
it down a long time ago,
Mm-mm.
and then you were like, "Hey, let's do this for the Christmas special."
That's warm.
Which one did you get?
I got the Carolina Reaper.
Oh, you poor bastard!
Oh my God. Anyway, there's this book that my mom got me that's full of useless facts. And I was planning on pulling some Christmas ones out of it. Oh God. And we did a bunch of cleaning yesterday. It took us about 4 hours, 2 hours in my son's bedroom. And I can't find that book now. So I'm going to go with zero of what I remember. I do remember on the back. This is how interesting this book is. Holy cow. So, there, oh my. On the back it says that scientists estimate that we have only discovered half of spider species. How do you make that
How do you know?
Determination.
Yeah, how do you know it's half if we haven't discovered the other half?
Yeah, yeah. When I read that, I made a lot of jokes about it because I was there eating dinner with. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, we're pushing on. I was sitting there eating dinner at Steak and Shake for my sister Hannah. She wanted to eat there for her birthday, and we had a great time. But but yeah, I've I don't even know half. Yeah, like what I don't know. I slap a bunch of jokes on there, but what about other things that you think that we've only discovered half of?
We've discovered less than half of the hot sauces that Todd will eat.
Yes, very much less. Oh my gosh. Luckily, I have backup glasses of Pepsi. I have 3 total sitting here. This is the small one. So anyway, we're going to be talking about different holiday traditions. I was going to give my top 10 drunk Santas of this year's holiday, but after reading them, I just got disappointed. Um, Drunk Santas aren't as funny as they used to be. There's some serious crimes being committed by drunk Santas, and if you're going to
Oh, yeah.
drunk Santa and commit a crime, please be funny about it. Don't don't go mauling children. Um, anyway, however, there's a Santa Con. I don't remember where it was at, but I briefly read through it. There wasn't much to it, so I didn't really remember much of it. But there was a drunken Santa brawl going on there. How are you just shoveling that in your mouth?
These are the pineapple habanero ones. They're
Mine are mixed up. I don't know which one's which.
Well, I'll tell you what, after this one, in solidarity, I'll grab one of the Reapers. That way I too can suffer along with you.
The burn is not as bad as it was when I just dipped my finger in and tried it the other day. And, so, but it's there, it's consistent.
That pineapple habanero is good, and it's not nearly as spicy.
Well, what's rough is oh, excuse me. I did what I like to call the triple fry of my chicken. It's where I basically bread it, fry it, and then as that starts getting a little brown or cooked, I take it out, I put it on a napkin, and then I batter it again, and I put it in, and then I batter it the third time, and then cook it out, and then I let them out to sit. So they're like really, really crunchy. Not really crunchy, but I don't know, it's crispy. And I'm not 100% sure that it's not putting micro cuts in my mouth for this hot sauce to seep in. I got a kid going commando, not going commando, commando crawling. He's not going commando. Uh, next to me.
All right, man.
Yeah,
I got a Reaper.
get that. So at SantaCon this year, there was a few drunk Santas hauled out of there, and I'm actually going to give up one of my Pepsis to my son so he doesn't make a bunch of noise. Do you not want this? No? Okay. I guess he just wants to make noise. So, refrigerator in the background. And so, diving into holiday traditions, I found a few that I actually kind of enjoyed this year. I found out that work was actually outlawed in. Oh my goodness, I did not write that down. Of course I didn't. Oh, so prepared. There is.
You want me to dive into something while you're looking for that?
Oh, it's right here. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to remember what. Okay, this was in France during the 1500s. That work was actually forbidden. You could go to prison during working on Christmas Eve. So the women would. Isn't that great? It just warms the cockles of your heart.
That is definitely spicy.
They,
Wow.
yeah, Anyway, work was forbidden. I cannot even think. This was such a bad idea.
Oh, it was a great idea.
But the women with the spinning wheels, they would actually decorate. They started decorating their spinning wheels with flowers, and essentially making it um, impossible to use. And it kind of became a short tradition. I think I read that it lasted maybe 20 years. That it was like a passing fad, but it's pretty cool. I thought that instead of a Christmas tree, they had spinning wheels with flowers on them.
Oh,
Yeah, that's about it. That's all I got on that one. What would you decorate with flowers?
maybe a wreath.
How about my grave after I finish this plate of chicken?
I was just gonna put more chicken on it.
Just to
Leave
make
the
sure.
bottle of Reaper sauce.
Just make sure, so he doesn't return.
No zombie Todd.
Oh man,
I'm not sure if the Pepsi actually helps.
it helps me. Like I said with the water, it was just spreading the heat around, and I don't know.
Yeah. The
We're,
sweetness kind of helps for a little bit.
we're all different. Everybody.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
Well,
You want to chill and have a seat? Okay. All right. I got a back passenger who disappeared because that chair is really short.
we I've got a mix here. I've got traditions, back histories behind certain things, and a couple Christmas-related stories.
Huh?
People living in Macomb, Mississippi, have added street work to their Christmas list because basically they have some really nasty potholes on the roads in the city. So bad. So to make a show of it, all the residents have started planting Christmas trees in all the potholes of the streets to bring attention to the problem.
That is amazing.
So yeah, there's originally they were putting traffic cones on them to try to draw attention, but people just kept driving over them or knocking them over. So they have legit planted Christmas trees. Some of them are made out of metal, apparently, and they just decorated them like Christmas trees. And then some of them are actual trees.
I like the actual trees. The metal ones, I'm curious on how many fatalities there will be. The potholes ruined your car, but now people are mowing over, I don't know, poles. I have no idea. That's awesome, though. I think it was like last year. We had some potholes on one of the streets. They were actually doing work on the manhole covers or something like that. And there were traffic cones in the holes. And I was riding with my girlfriend and her family from the movies, and I'm pretty sure, I don't remember who was driving, but that person hit every single one of them on the way down the hill. And they're like, "Where are they?" I said, "They're in the middle of the road. Don't drive there." But I'm pretty sure my girlfriend was driving, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying it. But you know, I don't get in trouble much. You know, only when I've been bad. But that habanero sauce, I'm gonna say, is actually pretty delicious. But anyway, no, it was very dark in her defense, and there were no streetlights. And I was like, I don't remember, 9:30. That's actually one of my favorite stories of our time together. We were at her dad's birthday at Colton's, and we were all sitting around enjoying our meal for about 5 seconds when somebody brought up Aquaman. And all the ladies at the table were like, "Ooh, I like that one." And they're like, "Well, the show starts in 7 minutes." And then somebody hopped up like, "Check please." And we just bounced. I was like, okay. So I went and that's how I saw Aquaman. It was interesting. Our families are very different, and I love them to death. But my family is very quiet and reserved, and their family is outspoken and energetic. So
Nothing wrong with either.
no, there will be many interesting Christmases in the future. So,
Fantastic.
yep, potholes. That's how we got here.
Yes.
Oh man, so do you know about the trolls in Norway? This is a holiday tradition that I found interesting. It anyway, there's the trolls of Iceland, excuse me, not Norway.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah, I am familiar with that
you are
one.
familiar with that one. Oh, where you have in depth, because I don't. It's-
It's not in depth. I have
oh.
the basis of the tradition, and it gives the translations of the names, so we're not trying to butcher Icelandic names.
You can't read them. It's a made up language. I mean, come on. I mean, you know, it's
All English
witchcraft
were
is
made
what
up
it
at some
is.
point.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
English is the language of the gods. It is the original.
Oh yeah.
Oh, anyway, the trolls of Iceland. Okay, so like Icelandic children grew up to fear 13 trolls known as the Yule lads. I didn't bother to attempt to even pronounce their um I don't know, translated names, so cuz I actually don't have them. Do you have them
Ah,
handy and ready?
yes.
That's awesome.
The translated names are Sheepcoat Clod, Gullygawk, Stubby, Spoonlicker, Pot Scraper, Bull Licker, Door Slammer, Skyer Gobbler, Sausage Swiper, Window Peeper, Doorway Sniffer, and Meat Hook and Candle Stealer.
Meat hook, what?
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh man. Apparently, one of the trolls goes on a mixer.
Yeah, apparently. I actually changed my name to kind of
Yeah, you don't use that
universalize
handle anymore.
my screen name, so I am no longer Meat Hook on Xbox. And yeah, after like 10 years, 10, 15 years, I retired that name, so enjoy, people. It's there.
Well,
Holy moly, guacamole. Anyway, they're also known as the Yule Lads. That was the Reaper one. Boy, it's like a Sour Patch Kid. It's like nice and garlicky, and then it's mugs
it's
you.
it's like you open the door and you're like, "Oh, hey, garlic, how you doing?" And then you don't realize his big buddy Carolina Reaper is right behind him.
Yeah,
Who punches you in the face.
yeah. He comes
Yeah,
in and steals your birthday.
messes up your Christmas.
I got Naruto running. I love my son. He's so great. But anyway, the children leave shoes out for the trolls.
Hand him a piece of chicken. That'll get him.
Yeah, I'll spend my Christmas with DFS.
Oh come on, man! I ate spicy food as a kid.
Yeah, well, we also got to ride our bikes without helmets.
We did.
And
It was exciting.
not like this sauce. Anyway, those who behaved received gifts, and those who didn't got potatoes. Now, this is wintertime in Iceland. Would you
Not
grab?
just
Yeah.
not just any potatoes. They got rotting potatoes for the naughty children.
Oh, well, they didn't say that. They didn't say
Yeah.
that in mine. Well, never
Rotting
mind.
potatoes.
Rotting potatoes are disgusting. I feel bad for them now. I was just like, would you rather have, I don't know what they played with. A wooden hoop you slap with a stick while running down a hill? Or, or food.
What I think is interesting is that on the night of the Yuletide, the children place their best shoes by the window. So, are you given a gift if you're a good child based on how good your shoes are, or
Absolutely.
eh,
Absolutely. It's medieval consumerism. It's like,
or how well taken care of they were? Or
so,
it's like, oh, these shoes aren't polished. You're getting a regular potato. You don't get a rotten potato because you were a good boy, but you're just getting a regular.
your polish game sucks. I don't think that one got any sauce on it at all. I didn't salt and pepper any of the batter because I was like, these are gonna be seasoned enough. That one was very bland. I have to say the backup Pepsi's was a good idea. Anyway,
I must say that the pineapple habanero is delicious.
it is. It's really good. Where'd you get these? Anyway, oh excuse me. Where'd Jen get them?
She got them off the Heatonist.
.com.
Yep.
Okay.
They actually there's another YouTube channel called Hot Ones.
Yeah.
And Heatonist sells all the sauces that they use on their show
Okay.
on that website.
Oh,
And you can peruse like the lineups for the seasons, because every season they change the lineup. So.
Did you read about road carolers?
No.
Okay. In the Middle Ages, and we're talking back in 1300, singing carols is one of the most beloved traditions we know in Christmas.
Yep.
I actually gagged my son, pranked him pretty hard at Walmart yesterday while we were doing some shopping. I said I needed a candy bowl. And he said, a candy bowl for what, Dad? And I said, well, for the Christmas treaters. And he said, what? No, that's Halloween, Dad. I said, no, I'm pretty sure that's Christmas. People come and say Merry Christmas, and then you give them candy. And I said, no. This went on for a good 10 minutes, and he was getting very angry with me. But, and I asked some lady, I was like, well, ask her, she knows. And she overheard and luckily played along. And she says, well, yeah, you've heard of carolers, haven't you? The ones who don't have a festive holiday, I don't know, clothes, costume, whatever she said. She says, they sing, and you give them candy. I was just like, thank you, ma'am. Anyway, I got a bowl of candy out there, and I told him he can't have any because it's for the Christmas treaters. But road caroling back in the 1300s was originally referred to kind of a circle dance, but then it became singling. It became singing. And there was a ban because these carolers were really nothing more than a group of drunken people singing holiday traditional songs of back then. I have no idea what they would sing back then. But they would often interrupt church services, family dinners. They would break into people's home and sing at them. Not sing to them, they would sing at them. And I think we need to bring that tradition back of the road carolers. But,
That sounds amazing.
I can't even focus.
I'll go on to the next.
Yeah, please. I'm gonna enjoy this death I'm slowly giving myself. Oh my goodness, I just knocked my chair.
And the Tennessee Aquarium, they are powering their Christmas lights with a electric eel that they named Miguel Watson. A system connected to his tank allows the eel's shocks to power strands of lights on nearby tree, resulting in rapid succession of blinking lights. The eel releases low blips of electricity when it's trying to find food, and that they use that to power the Christmas tree lights.
That's interesting. That's pretty cool, actually. Wish I can get an electric eel to power my house.
And sometimes it'll flash brighter because the eel will emit bigger shocks when he's eating or excited.
All right.
Yeah.
That was hot. So that's actually what is the current on that? How again do they? I don't know. Harness the power of the eel.
They had
Yeah,
They had
I'm listening.
Okay. They had a setup where they had I believe they had rods connected to wires sticking into the tank that were picking up the electricity every time he would release a
Just
pulse.
in the water, okay. That's cool. And what was his name again?
Miguel Watts. I'm gonna eat another Reaper.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, do that. I have no idea how much I hate my life right now. Oh,
Sounds like
so,
Todd's having regrets.
yeah, regrets. Yeah, just add it to the list. Oh my goodness. Um, I don't know. Adam and Eve Day. Did you read about this?
Nope.
Christmas Eve used to go by another name. It drew a contrast, drawing the contrast between Adam and Eve in the Old Testament, of course. And anyway, it was a feast day, and it was celebrated with different plays. And they erected paradise trees instead of Christmas trees. But I don't know. They ate a bunch of food, but the most popular, I don't know what you call it, holiday treat, kind of like pumpkin pie, all those favorites of mine. They would decorate an apple, and it would essentially be a symbol of, I don't know, what do they call it, the Eucharist.
Hmm.
I probably should have dug a little bit deeper to find out exactly where they celebrated this, but this is just, oh. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying to be strong.
I have faith in you, Todd.
I'm trying to be
I have
strong.
faith in you, Todd.
I don't know where they celebrated this nonsense.
Drink some Pepsi, Todd. You'll be right.
I did. I did. It was so horrible. Not the Pepsi. The Reaper sauce it smells so good, and that a first initial taste is delicious. But man,
Yeah, that burn.
yeah,
That burn is persistent. I mean, like I said, it has a half-life. It does start to fade.
yeah, it does fade. It fades fairly quickly, honestly, but it's just so intense. It's like a people's elbow being dropped in off the Empire State Building. Individual people's elbows.
And you can feel it on the way down.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna say that right now.
yeah. You could localize the experience all the way down. It's
Oh, I'm sure this is gonna be pleasant later.
right to it. I don't want to talk about that. I'll probably just purge. Screw it. It's beginning to look like a lot like a bulimic Christmas to me. Yeah, I don't want.
That wouldn't be enjoyable either. I promise you.
No, I'm sure. I really. My mouth is already on fire. I'm gonna put it to you this way. My mouth is already on fire, so I don't want any other portions of my body on fire. No, I'm just kidding.
Just remember, before you do anything else later, after we're done here, wash your hands.
What are you
You don't
talking
want
about?
to yeah, touch your eyes or other things when you go to the bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know somebody who is making chili, and he got Calorina Reaper juice on his hands. He wasn't even thinking about it. He washed his hands. I guess he didn't get it good enough, and he went to the bathroom, and he got it on his.
Okay.
Yeah, and he said, "Oh, what a burn!"
Yeah. No, that's what he said. That's all he said. He's ooh, that's a burn.
It tingles.
It's just a.
He said that was a way he has never wanted to experience a pepper and does not ever want to again.
It's a real harsh tickle.
Gosh darn it!
No.
Oh, poo!
Been having some shoulder pain lately, and I rubbed some Tiger Balm on it. You familiar with Tiger Balm at all? It's like icy hot, but better. And this is something I've never actually experienced. I did I think I failed to wash my hands after applying it to my shoulder, and my ear was itching, and so I got a deep dig, and that actually hurts worse than getting it in your eye. It was like the inside of my ear was itching, so I was just like, I'll just get in here, and it was just set my brain on fire. It was different. So so what do you got?
I dug into the background of eggnog.
Are you a fan of eggnog?
If it's good eggnog, I've had good eggnog, and I've had eggnog that's just me. I've also got to be in the mood for it. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood. But as most people know anyway, I'll say it's now. Prior to eggnog, it was also called milk punch or egg milk punch, which is just sounds gross. It's a chilled, sweetened, dairy-based beverage made with milk, cream, sugar, whipped egg whites, and egg yolks. In some contexts, people add brandy, rum, whiskey, or bourbon. It's consumed throughout Canada, United States. There are other countries who have started adopting eggnog
Wait a
during the
minute. So
Christmas season.
eggnog is a North American thing?
It started off mainly in North America. They believe that it started from a British drink.
Oh God! Hang on.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, that was delayed.
Oh, I think I just wiped my eye. Oh, yep, made the mistake.
Fatality.
Wasn't even thinking about it. Oh shit. Oh, sorry.
Ooh. I think it's warranted.
Goodness. Oh my goodness, and that was probably from one of the Reaper ones.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no. Oh, I wish I knew which one were the habaneros so I can get rid of this Reaper. How are you doing over there?
Aside from a little bit of the eye burn, my mouth is okay. It's hot.
My eye wash training has you need to go flush your eye for at least 15 minutes.
Yes. I think I'm okay now. I didn't get it too bad. I just kind of wiped near the corner, and I think that maybe the fumes from.
You all right? We'll take that, OSHA.
From our experience with using water to try and get rid of the burn from the peppers, I bet splashing water on your eyes would just make it work. Spread it around in your eyes.
Yeah, you have a point there.
Because the capsaicin oil, that's what gives them their heat. Oil and water don't mix. That'd be like throwing water on a napalm fire.
What were we talking about before we had our baby diaper fit?
Eggnog.
Eggnog, that's right. And I was... Oh, man. That was... Anyway, yeah, no. So it originated in North America, or are we thinking it got brought over by...
Well, they think it was based on it, but let me...
You're going to continue while you still can?
I'm going to get the name first. Apparently, nog was like started being used in like 1693, and it was used to describe like an ale or something like that. But anyway, most agree that, well, it's debatable its exact lineage. Most agree that eggnog originated from the early medieval British drink called posset, which was made with hot milk that was curdled with wine or ale and flavored with spices. In the Middle Ages, it was used as a cold and flu remedy. It was popular in the medieval times all the way up to the 19th century.
Really?
Eggs were added to some posset recipes, according to Time magazine. By the 13th century, monks were known to drink posset with eggs and figs. And then, but yeah.
Yeah. I love eggnog. I really do. But, oh man.
Oh, apparently they did. They think eggnog did originate in Britain.
It makes sense because we were still a British colony at that point. Um,
And records show that the first president, George Washington, served eggnog like drink to visitors, which included rye whiskey, rum, and sherry.
they were quite the drinkers, those early colonialists. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were pretty hefty. I think they. I don't know. I read somewhere there's still the original bar receipt from the not the inauguration party of George Washington, and it's pretty excessive. And there were only, I think, like 25 people there, and I think they put away. I think if I remember right, they put away like 50 or 60 bottles of alcohol that night. Large
Damn.
bottles, yeah. Anyway. Okay, so of course McDonald's has their holiday pies. No holiday shakes this year.
Well,
I
then they'd have to fix their ice cream machines.
I didn't think about that. But no, they normally have the eggnog shake and like the peppermint shake or whatever. And so I was like, oh, excited. I was gonna go get an apple pie and eggnog shake. No eggnog shake, so I just said, forget it, I'm leaving.
So, do you think that their machines are always legit broken, or do they just not want to clean them?
It's one of life's great mysteries.
Because from what I'm told, those ice cream machines are a pain in the butt to clean.
It's very likely. Um, I don't know. I don't know. They probably covered that in season 5 or 6 of the X Files. The great mystery of McDonald's ice cream machines. It's their shake machine. Their ice cream machine normally works. Their shake machine is the one that's always jacked up. You can't get any milkshakes there.
I'm told the ice cream machines are usually broken too.
No, okay. Well, maybe they just need to take them off the menu. Oh man. So I've eaten half of my chicken. I had 10 pieces. Now I now have 5. But I
I'm
don't know
down
which
to.
ones they are. I feel like
I'm
every.
down to.
Oh,
I'm down to 4.
ooh. I'd catch up, but I'm scared now. Because I
I
feel
have
like every single one of them has set me on fire.
I have 1 of the pineapple habanero left, and 3 of the Reapers left.
You weenie? You're like, I've just been eating the pineapple ones. Yeah.
I've had 2 of the Reapers.
Yeah, that's what you claim. But,
I made I made 5 of each. I'm down to 1 pineapple.
so are you a big fan of Christmas? We haven't really discussed this.
Certain aspects. I enjoy the gathering of friends and family. I don't enjoy the commercialism of it.
Oh, I love that too.
It's I don't know.
Says
I
the
didn't
guy in the
mind it.
Santa hat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Christmas spirit.
it's festive. Yeah.
There's a difference between being festive and then just
Yeah.
when I was younger, I didn't mind the commercialism of it. It wasn't as bad as it is today. Like, yeah, you'd go to the stores and you would see, Christmas stuff and this that, but you wouldn't see it until maybe like the immediate week after Thanksgiving. Now it's like
Oh yeah, yeah.
now
Now
you're
it's like 2 weeks to Halloween. Better get ready for Christmas.
you're walking
Yeah,
around buying Halloween candy and they've already got Christmas stuff out,
yeah.
and you get bombarded with Christmas commercials, and it's overwhelming.
What
It's
about
like
Christmas music? You like Christmas music? I personally love the classic holiday hits.
I love classic Christmas. The fact that they start playing it so early, I'm usually sick of it by the time Christmas actually.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it has
I've been
it
listening to.
hasn't been too bad at work. I'll admit. I've heard the occasional,
Yeah,
and I
it's.
bopped my head. I
Well,
bopped my head.
okay. Yeah, I enjoy it. I don't know. I like the old ones.
But the Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen and the stuff. I enjoy all those.
Okay.
But I did hear some sort of country / techno abomination Christmas song while we were working on
Yeah.
Food Day. I was like, "What is that?"
I don't know. That sounds awesome. I missed it. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't even remember. I think it was like Santa Claus is coming, but they Frankenstein the hell out of it. I wasn't even sure at first. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, "What are they?" Oh, it's like
That's
the time I was
awesome.
in a supermarket and I heard a Muzak version of "Run to the Hills" by Iron Maiden. I was like, the woman at the register was like, "Sir, are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm not sure what's going on here."
What planet am I on?
I was like, "I'm just gonna buy my stuff and get out of here
Gotta
before I think
go.
about it."
That's awesome. No, yeah, no. I like the Nat King Cole and Sinatra and those Bing Crosby's White Christmas, all that good stuff.
I'll
Um,
agree with that.
I don't know. I asked Alexa to needed to make sure she wasn't listening. Play Christmas music, and they'll play those, and then you'll end up with like I'm talking just straight up capitalist, buy me everything under the sun, Katy Perry, just singing about I don't know, claiming I don't need everything under the Christmas tree, but please leave me that Chanel bag. I'm like, what kind of? Where do they go to Christmas?
Oh my goodness.
I've,
Do
I've,
you
I've been to a Chanel store. One of those bags could pay my rent for the year.
yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But yeah, that's not the
There
Christmas I enjoy.
there's a mashup of a Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You." It's the music for that, but they put the lyrics to "Creep" by Radiohead with it. And
That's
no,
awesome.
they had to speed it up a little bit
Yeah.
to match the music,
Mm-hmm.
but it's great. I recommend checking it out on
I,
YouTube.
I'm gonna have to check that out because that sounds awesome. I find Mariah Carey, after all the things that have come out about her, about how she treats her help, I think it
Oh,
fits. Yeah,
well,
I think it was. Yeah, I don't
but
want
yeah,
to dip too hard, but I mean, when the hashtag Me Too thing started, there was actually some guys who started coming forward, and they were like, "You're not part of this. You're a man," and they're like, "Here's my experiences with Mariah Carey." And there was like dozens of them coming forward, and of course they got laughed under the rug because anyway, I'm not gonna dip into that. Oh man, boy, yeah, I'm sorry I even mentioned it. Now my mind's racing about that whole debacle with Weinstein, and that's not very
uh,
Christmassy. So I'm gonna move on.
all right.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to bring up another tradition here.
please do.
This is a tradition from Sweden. Um, since 1966, a 13-meter tall Yule goat has been built in the center of Gavel Castle Square for the Advent. But with the Swedish Christmas tradition was unwittingly led to another tradition of sorts, people trying to burn it down. Since 1966, the Gavel Goat has been successfully burned down 29 times. The most recent destruction was in 2016. And they actually have a Gavel website that you can watch it live stream when they put it up and the whole time it's up. So you may actually be able to catch someone setting that sucker on fire.
I wonder when they started that live stream.
Um, oh, December 1st, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like,
They started as soon as they started working on it, I guess.
oh man. Oh no, I mean,
Um,
when did they start the whole? We're gonna start live streaming this thing now. I mean, was
oh,
it a couple of years ago? Was it since the last burning? Was it 2017 when they're just finally like, or
I don't know, but I clicked on the link and it says page not found.
somebody burned it down? That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, there might be a newer link for it. This could have been posted a while ago.
Hey, mom.
Maybe that particular link isn't good right now. But yeah, I mean, I thought that was an interesting. They built a giant goat.
The Yule goat. Burn it! Burn the goat!
Yeah, I just love how that somebody's like, oh man, look at this giant thing that they built out of straw. Let's burn it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's just asking to be burned, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, it's straw. Let's burn it to the ground. Oh, it's wood. Let's burn it to the ground. Those Scandinavian countries just love burning things, probably because they're cold. You know, I don't think it's just their destructive nature. I think they're just like, that could have been in my fireplace.
All right, Todd. Solidarity.
So get you some.
Give me another Reaper.
Get you some hots, some sweets. Oh man.
Yeah, I've been trying to pace it so that I don't eat it all in the first half of the show.
Oh, we're past the first half, so don't even worry about that noise.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, just dive in. Just bring it all in.
I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get full.
I'm actually very full, and I think we discussed my Buffalo Wild Wings hot chicken experience, and I'm actually starting to feel some of that curdling. So I don't guess it was the milk.
Woo!
So I went.
Oh.
Oh man! So ancient Roman tradition, Saturn, the celebration of Saturn. Also, they're fine. Realize that was focused around our calendar, December 25th. I'm gonna dive right into this one, and of course, Saturn was the principal deity of the Italians at that time. He was the god of time, agriculture, and all things great and bountiful. So during what we're calling Christmas, oh my goodness gracious, I'm getting some heart indigestion. Anyway,
I've got my antacids ready.
Do you? I have 0 antacids because I honestly don't have any. That's hefty. That's prep time.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna throw that in an IV? just a feeding toob.
I'm just gonna pound it the whole thing.
I don't know, but they used to exchange gifts like candles and rings, and apparently toothpicks were gifts back then. I don't know, but they give all kinds of stuff, and it was just a big old, I don't know, festival of revelries. Interesting enough, it's oh my goodness, 300 or 400 years later, what is this? I can't even pronounce this. The calendar of falafel callus. I look over, you're just Anyway, yeah, me too.
Oh my goodness, I think that one had more on it than the others.
Oh, I actually early into the show when I was having such issues, I apparently found the one piece of chicken that was like the point of contact of me pouring the sauce into the bag, like ground zero of impalement of this, sauce. And I ate it, and it was unhappy, and so it fought back, and it's eating me now.
Well, next time you know to separate the chicken. Don't put them all in the same plate.
There's not going to be a next time.
Oh yes, there will be. Come on, Todd. No. If this becomes a Christmas tradition, I'm just no longer on the show.
I mean, if like next week somebody says, "Oh, you guys going to do this every Christmas?" I will immediately have anxiety until next Christmas, knowing this is coming.
Oh my goodness!
It's like a prisoner being led, sitting in his cell, knowing that he's going to be taken to the firing squad.
That's what this is equivalent to.
Yeah, it is. In fact, I'd rather be shot.
You heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
Todd would rather eat lead than spicy wings.
This is a known fact. I mean, Oh man. So
Todd,
anyway.
Todd prefers high velocity lead poisoning.
Hmm. Yep. I do. I'm old school that way.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it is. I have to say, this is a god awful experience. I'm not enjoying myself at all. I'm just fighting through these so much. Oh man, but
Oh,
they enjoy gambling, and this is going back to the Romans' celebration of Sat. I can't even pronounce their god. Um, Saturnalia. I don't know. There's actually a song by Marilyn Manson on his last album called this, and I never bothered to listen to it close enough to know the correct pronunciation of it because I know he says it in the song.
huh.
Saturnalia. I'm gonna go with that. But
There you go.
yeah, but I don't know. It just sounds like a great week of just having a blast being Roman. Kids got involved and it was pretty cool and they all loved it, everything. But what's funny here is this is my favorite part. Um, boy, this guy. I only remember I had it written down, but I remembered this last part and I did not write it down, so I didn't want to screw it up. But when I find it here, I'll see here. They enjoyed. Okay, so wait a minute. Boy, please do some fill in while I find this.
I am live updating post. I know. I'll fill in.
Please. You're
So
not updating anything. What are you doing?
no. Here we go.
Okay.
Saint Nicholas Day in Germany. Uh, Nicholas travels by donkey in the middle of the night on December 6th and leaves little treats like coins, chocolate, oranges, and toys in the shoes of good children. What is with shoes in people's Christmas traditions here? Well, I mean, we have socks, so no. But particularly in the Bavarian region, St. Nicholas also visits children in schools or at home in exchange for sweets or a small present. Each child must recite a poem, sing a song, or draw a picture. In short, he's a great guy, but it isn't always fun and games. St. Nick often brings along uh, Neck Rupert, which is farmhand Rupert. He's a devil like character dressed in dark clothes, covered with bells and a dirty beard. He carries a stick or a small whip in hand to punish any children who misbehave.
Old Rupert just ruining the spirit.
You've been naughty. Come here, little boy. Smack. Is
Oh
that where
man.
the Catholic nuns get the smacking the hands with the rulers? Did they
I'm gonna say probably not.
following old farmhand Rupert? Just
No.
bang. Except they do it all year round.
No. I think it's just the pure frustration of just having to deal with other people's children. I honestly feel like that's just a natural reaction to most behavior of children. You just want to beat them. I'm just kidding. Going back to Saturnalia, I finally found it. It was noted as one of the favorite holidays by children. Oddly enough, the god Saturnalia, historically in their records, in their, I don't know what you want to call it. Far be it from me to make fun of somebody else's religion, but even though he was the most beloved, he also ate children who irritated him. That's just apparently part of their mythology. That's not just on Christmas, that's whenever. So,
Dang.
but that's all I can find.
Huh.
I think I'm just down to the habanero ones. That last one was actually kind of a treat because it didn't stab me.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I got room for more. I might be able to squeeze in one more. I don't know.
I don't have room for any more. I was actually
Uh,
done after the first one.
all right, here's another from Norway. one
Dude,
of the most
hang on just one
unorthodox.
solid second. You can continue. I'll be right back.
All right. One of the most unorthodox Christmas Eve traditions can be found in Norway, where people hide their brooms. It's a tradition that dates back centuries to when people believed that witches and evil spirits come out on Christmas Eve looking for brooms to hide. To this day, many people still hide their brooms in the safest place in the house to stop them from being stolen. So apparently, this is still a problem, which is weird because I don't think many people believe in that anymore.
No, definitely not.
You said roll on without you, my friend.
It happens.
But apparently in Norway, there's a tradition where people hide their brooms.
Oh, I was reading about that.
Yeah, because people believe that witches and evil spirits come out on Christmas Eve looking for brooms to ride on.
Yeah, that one was great.
And people still hide their brooms because if left out, they'll get stolen.
Yeah, well.
Because, oh man, don't want that witch to have a ride.
Don't want her sneaking off. Yeah, no.
That wouldn't work out here. They just call for an Uber.
Yeah, it's true. Uber broom.
Or a Lyft.
I don't think we have Lyft yet.
I don't know.
Probably not. No. Ow. I thought I actually had some aloe vera juice, but I don't. So.
You thought that might help?
No, I know it does. The aloe vera juice actually, like when you drink it, it neutralizes like all acid in your stomach immediately.
Oh.
Yeah, it's amazing stuff. It tastes like absolute garbage, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no. Interestingly enough, about brooms, of course, most men have heard the joke. When you see someone sweeping, hey, what are you doing with my wife's car?
Yes.
That's immediately what I was thinking.
Ah.
You know.
Do you got anything else that you would like to dive into?
No, I want to talk about how I never want to do this again. I want to talk about it so much, but I'm at the point where I need to talk about it with my therapist.
Oh my goodness.
Why do people do this for fun? They're like, I got this sauce.
Because some people are endorphin junkies and...
Oh, this has endorphins?
No, but the pain that it inflicts upon you will cause your body to release endorphins.
Yeah, I'm not getting that. I think this sauce is broken. Not getting endorphins.
Maybe your body just doesn't produce the endorphins like it should. There are actually some people who have been known that after a severe accident or injury, their body starts producing more endorphins when they're injured. Hence why you get some people who like
tattoo addicts and stuff. Yeah.
Tattoo addicts or little spanky action going on there.
Okay. Now, oh, man, I feel horrible.
Not my thing either.
I feel absolutely horrible.
I feel fine.
That's neat. I'm just...
Poor Todd.
I feel so bad right now. Like, I know we're not working Monday, but I'm going to call in anyway. I'm not... I feel like I can't recover unless I'm not going somewhere. Oh, speaking of going somewhere, movies tomorrow, Star Wars.
Yes.
Most of my friends have already seen it. So, I'm late to the party.
Apparently I am too then.
I'm excited. I'm super excited.
I'll be there.
We got AJ from work joining us too.
I don't know if I know who that is.
You don't. AJ is the quiet guy over in shipping department. He was at Jumanji 2 as well, kind of just sitting off in the corner by himself. But he said his wife says Star Wars looks stupid. She has not seen it. She has not seen it. Won't watch it. That is, yeah. I told him, I was just like, divorce her. I mean, I'm not really the kind of guy who supports divorce, but
If she won't watch Star Wars with you or watch our podcast, that's a deal breaker.
She won't watch Lord of the Rings either. Yeah. Yeah. He was like, yeah, she says Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, she won't watch them because they look stupid. And I was like, okay.
Your face looks stupid.
So I asked him, I said, so just out of curiosity, what edition of Twilight do you guys own? And he's like, oh, man, it's the one. I was like, yeah, okay, bud. Ooh, it's your sister. I don't know. Or whoa, how many minions you got? I never even noticed that. So,
That is not even the whole collection.
that's a weird thing to collect.
I like minions.
Okay.
Ooh, donuts.
Snap.
No.
I don't know.
Would you like one?
Yes, she wants to join and have one.
Yes,
Yep.
they do.
Jen, please.
Oh, but yeah, we're still recording. Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
cool.
definitely hop in.
Which kind would you like?
She doesn't get a choice. She
This is the pineapple habanero.
I feel like I'm watching Wizard of Oz. Like, who's behind the curtain? So, all right.
Yo,
well,
yeah.
oh, okay. She's gonna hop now. Okay, she's just gonna.
Oh no, she's not hopping into view.
Eating it off camera. All right. So, well, we can go ahead and just cancel. End the show. It's a cancel the show. I might not be here next week. Be dead.
Have we run into our hour?
Oh yeah, we slapped an hour a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
And about about a whole 90 seconds ago, in fact.
Oh, wow. That was forever ago. Dang.
Yeah, it was. It was so 90 seconds ago. But
All right.
yeah, no. Star Wars tomorrow. Christmas Wednesday. I'm excited. I'm gonna go enjoy it with family.
Well, so since Todd's statements, folks, hope you enjoy Todd suffering this time and only
Only
because
yeah, no, never again. Dang, she demolished it. Okay. Just eat the rest of them.
Okay. You
She
really
enjoyed
want
them.
these ones, huh?
Here, you gonna have the rest of mine too?
Todd says you want the rest of his too?
Have it, please.
Oh no, those got bones.
No, they don't. Mine don't.
No bones.
Nope. Triple fried. Anyway.
Any triple fried them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Crispy. So anyway, yeah. No. Merry Christmas to all, and to all have a good week.
Yes, thanks for watching.
Yep. And if you enjoyed this special, you could watch it as many times as you want because it's never happening again. But if you did enjoy it, like and subscribe.
Yeah, please hit that like button. It helps us out a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. It could be like your Christmas gift to us.
Yes.
Oh man, if you want to find us other places, links are in the description. You can find us on Facebook, Discord, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Can't really think of anything else. Can't really.
No. Well
No.
then, thanks for watching.
Thank you. Yep, this show was brought to you by a cruel joke. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas and New Year. Yeah.
And Todd heavily recommends eating these wings.
I heavily recommend eating pastries and cakes and turkey and ham for Christmas and not these wings. So, all right. Thank you, everyone.